conversation happening more than Earl Grant would like to start this season, but all they can do is try to take the positives out of it, try to bounce back today as New Haven gets a quick turnover. The Chargers, in their first Division I season, 5-4 record. They've won 3 games in a row, all of those against Division II teams. The announcement was only made this past May, and they became a full Division I team in July. So this is a really quick on-the-fly job by Ted Hotaling to kind of get everything ready for the season, and that's where they are right now. Jabari Fitzpatrick plays it over for Andre Pasha. It's been very good so far, and Pasha for 3 right at the end of the timer is good.
Oh, you talk about the players he's brought in. Pasha, one of them, who was a junior college national champion a season ago and had to do it without an assistant coach who left for Yale and had to do that all in a span of a couple of months to rebuild a whole team. So
going back to the point about the bench for Boston College, Earl Grant today has taken some of those guys and put them in the starting lineup. So Caleb Steger, who had a season-high 19 minutes, 11 points against LSU, he gets the start. Luka Toews, who tied his career-high 14 points against LSU, he gets the start today for BC. Hastings goes back for Toews, and the Eagles will reset, trailing 3-0 in their gold uniforms here on this Saturday afternoon from Conti. Luka Toews kicks, Donald Hand for 3, and that's a little short. Rebound, though, for Shaw. And then it ends up finding Stefano Filippa, the junior from Italy.
It's a great job by Filippa, just tracking that one down, even with Shaw, kind of his presence there down low.
Chargers, it's about trying to find some of their offense here a little bit, averaging under 70 per game. There's a right hand that's good. So far, you see what Andre Pasha can do. He's a sophomore from Syracuse, New York. Last year played for Mohawk Valley Community College, where he was an All-American. Toews kicks to the corner. Caleb Steger for 3 is no good. Shaw this time secures the offensive rebound. BC resets, Hand right to the basket, drives, no good. Hastings got a piece of it, though. BC resetting for a 3rd time. Donald Hand again is no good from 3. And then a foul on the rebound attempt goes against Hastings.
Now, you like it for BC, take those shots, try to create second chance points, but if you're New Haven, you want to secure those rebounds. Just don't let the bodies, the active hands, pull it away and give BC multiple opportunities. You've got a 5-point lead here early on. You want to try to keep that front foot going. Put some pressure on BC here early on the road.
Beg your pardon, it was Aiden Shaw who was called for that last foul for Boston College. So good start for New Haven. They've made their first couple of shots from the floor. Last time out, a victory against Mitchell College on Sunday, 92-69. Here's a drive from Fitzpatrick, kicks to the corner. Briggs thought about a 3, now takes it on the second effort. That was very long. And then a foul returned on the rebound attempt against Filippa.
You mentioned just the jump up to D1 for this New Haven program. They've had long-standing history in Division II. They were competitive in the NE10, a couple of conference finals appearances. It's a team that wanted to make that jump and feels like they have the right people and administration on campus to help make that transition to D1.
It's been a shifting of the NEC, a lot of programs jumping up. There's Luka Toews, who gets Boston College on the board for 3. Now 5 for 12 from behind the arc this year for Toews, who missed the first 2 games of the season. Was great against LSU, 14 points, 6 of 11 from the floor, knocked down a couple of triples.
Got a lot of experience this past summer with the Japanese national team and got to develop.
That was nearly taken away. Instead, it cycles around. Fitzpatrick driving left hand, no. Shaw's been active on the board so far, and another foul called on a rebound attempt. As we said, New Haven 5-4 this year. They've won 3 games in a row, picked 10th in their first season in the NEC. They do have a couple of Division I wins. Their first ever was against UMass Lowell back on Monday, November 10th. The win over Delaware State as well. How about a welcome to Division I? They played their first game as a Division I program on the road at UConn. There's Steger, good take to the basket.
Yeah, and they had to welcome in a Penn State program in a gym that fits about 900.
Yeah, they had a lot more than that day. Fitzpatrick in, dries. 4 guys go to him, which leaves the three-point shooter wide open. Najimy George, the sophomore from Bridgeport, Connecticut, makes it 8-5 New Haven.
And he's a scorer. He scored over 1,000 points in high school and all-state recognition.
Toews offensively has been the firepower for Boston College so far. He has 5 of the Eagles' 7.
Just smooth release, right? He just gets it up at that point and just the release off the hands, finds the bottom of the net. It's friendly fire there.
Toews nearly lost his footing, but does a good job to come back, nearly takes the ball away. And a fastball inside, and Falopa couldn't quite control it. Good start, 3 of 5 from the floor from New Haven. Boston College answered back a bit behind their point. His skills kind of translated to the D1 level, that he could make a jump. And to his credit, he really has so far.
Yeah, had 8.1 points last year, 3.2 rebounds, one of the leading returners from a year ago. Didn't have a lot coming back, and he's that presence. And we talk about just being able to help with the scoring offense and transition the culture of the program to that D1 level as well.
A lot of newcomers, as we talked about, a lot of new staff guys for Ted Hotaling, but done a decent job putting it together. There's Fitzpatrick for 3, that's no good. Bowden Kapke into the game for Boston College for the first time. Has the rebound. Fre Payne is out there as well for BC, coming off the bench today for the first time this year. Toews kind of lost the handle on it, and it's taken away by the Chargers. Fitzpatrick running the floor, can't finish at the rim, but the follow-up attempt, that's off also from Falopa. 3rd effort on it, and it ends up finding its way to Toews for BC. No foul called on that sequence.
Yeah, I thought Payne did a great job defensively, just staying level and not reaching in.
Luka Toews hops to his spot, 16 to shoot for BC. Toews lost the handle on the drive.
3
Another
turnovers.
turnover created by New Haven. And on the run, it's the Najimy George.
Well, after that timeout, it's been 3 possessions for Boston College and 3 turnovers on the offensive end. They have not been able to get their offense set.
So New Haven has taken advantage, 5 points off turnovers so far. Here's Fre Payne, thought about the shot. It cycles around. Luka Toews for 3 is short. Kapke has the offensive rebound. Aiden Shaw now driving. He lost the handle on it and is bumped, and a foul goes against Jabari Fitzpatrick, the junior from New Jersey.
Yeah, you talked about it, Eric. 3 turnovers in the last 2 minutes, and you can just see Luka trying to penetrate there in the middle, and a nice finish on the opposite end here for New Haven. And you talk about Najimy George. He can shoot from the outside. He can attack the paint. He can finish with class at the rim.
BC retains possession. Chase Forte in for the first time. Here's Fre Payne for 3. That was halfway down before it came out.
You know, for a team like New Haven, doesn't feel like they're rushed. Doesn't feel like they're caught up in the moment here, right? It feels like they're staying at base, staying in their system, and going after it.
Yep, kind of going 5 out here. Fitzpatrick onto the hardwood, gets it off for Adelaide. Now 6 to shoot. George pull up 2, no good. And a rebound for Kapke. So now all of a sudden, both teams have gone a little bit cooler from the floor. This early start from Conti. Forte fires for Fre Payne. Nice job shifting back right, moving the defense with him. Comes around for Forte, driving the lane. Floater is off.
Thought that was a good job by Fitzpatrick to cheat, cut off the pass, and force that drive. And with some bodies in front, not an easy layup to try to make.
Here is George. Nice little handoff inside for Fitzpatrick, who has his first 2.
It's a kid that played well at Felician and played 2 years there. Averaged 19.9 points per game.
Forte for 3. That's no good. Boy, Shaw has had a piece of it. Feels like almost every rebound. This one, the Eagles do get to, and Shaw's floater, no good. Boston College just 3 for 12 from the floor to start this game. 1 of 7 from behind the arc. New Haven has taken advantage to a tune of a 12-7 lead. 8 minutes into this first half. Pull-up jumper, Pasha is good. Andre Pasha has 7 points And New Haven has doubled up the Eagles early.
We talked about it with Pasha. He averaged 14.2 points per game, 10.9 rebounds per game. He was getting buckets at Mohawk Valley, and you can just see that stroke where he gets into those spots that he's comfortable in. And
Kapke for three. That's no good. AC still just trying to find their shot early on in this game.
Eagles, a lot of threes taken here in the first half.
Straight on, Pasha, good! Andre Pasha delivers. He has 10 points already, which is the new... Well, the New Haven Chargers, it's a 9-0 run over the last 2:45. Go back even more than that, 12-2. BC looking for their first points here in 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, for Boston College, they have 4 offensive rebounds, but 0 second chance points. They forced a couple of three-pointers where it felt like the middle was open.
Here is Hastings inside, goes right to the basket and is fouled.
But you like that, right? Attack the paint. Stop shooting these three-pointers that aren't in rhythm or with contested shots. Go and attack that paint. You have the size and athleticism to do so.
Yeah, especially the way it matches up in this particular matchup. So Hastings goes right to the basket and we'll go to the foul line. Jaden Hastings is at 68% from the free throw line this year. Marko Radunovic into the game for Boston College out of that timeout called by Earl Grant. Hastings, who played a season-high 31 minutes against LSU on Wednesday, had 9 points. Continues to grow in this his 3rd season in the program, 2nd season playing consistently. And Hastings has 2 at the foul line. It's almost like you almost have to restart the game if you're Boston College. You know, the shots just haven't fallen so far, so you kind of just reset it. That shot selection that you mentioned in the second half against LSU when things were going well early in the second half, felt like that was such a key against Harvard as well. It's trying to get back to that. Still plenty of time in the game. George, pull-up jumper, and George has his game today. He's got 7. So you got George with 7, Pasha with 10, leading the way for New Haven.
It's just in rhythm shots, right? He's getting to his spot. Somebody lost his shoe there. It's just a loose shoe on the zone. When you get comfortable, it makes it easier to get in rhythm.
Hastings kicks for Forte. Did a good job to catch and get it for Fre Payne, who jumps over the shoe, and then Forte for 3 is no good. And now, gotta tie that a little bit tighter there, Tristan.
Berth. Just squeezing it in, and right now he'll redo the laces. But again, just a couple steps in, nice little move to create some space there on Radunovic, and then you're in rhythm, right? Your little fade back, you know where that net is, you know where that rim is. I mean, New Haven was taking shots in warm-ups, in the warm-up line from just a couple of steps in, right? They weren't driving, they were trying to find those spots here on the court, and now it's paying off for them here in the first half.
So New Haven, to their credit, yes, Boston College has missed on the offensive end, but New Haven doing a nice job to take advantage of it. And that's what you know it's gonna like come back at some point. So how big a lead can you build until that happens? There's a 3 that's no good from Tayshawn Steele, freshman from here in Massachusetts from Worcester.
Had an outstanding career here in Worcester, where he led his high school team to 2 championships, North High School there in Worcester.
Fre Payne kicks for Radunovic, 15 to shoot, goes inside for Hastings, who was held before that pass was inserted into the paint.
And the whistle came just in time. There was some help side defense coming. Coming to try to pick the pockets, but on the move, you can just see a contact down low on Hastings, so he draws another foul.
That's 5 fouls on New Haven in the first half, just 1 on Boston College. 20 to shoot off the reset. Hastings backing down, has a size advantage, but was pushed out from the paint. Finds its way to Asamoah in the game for the first time, and he knocks down a 3. So Jason Asamoah, the sophomore, coming back to Massachusetts after playing last year with Baylor. And that's a big 3-point shot to try to get the Eagles going offensively.
And again, just drawing in 2 defenders, right? Find the open player, and makes it a much easier shot than a contested 3.
Coming up on the 9-minute mark of the first half, 19-12 New Haven, wide open inside, and Hastings comes out of nowhere to block Berth. Here is Forte right to the basket, and the Eagles have a jump. Ted Hotaling knows it, and he calls timeout. Lane for the floor to get over and block that shot.
That's 6'9" on 6'8", so not a huge difference there. And yeah, Berth just couldn't get up enough, and Hastings able to just swat it.
So New Haven now still 50% from the floor. And the lead by 5. Here, Anthony, freshman from Queens, gives off Pasha. He's been the best player so far. A little miscommunication there, and it's turned over to Boston College out of the New Haven timeout.
Yeah, Veer Anthony, a four-year starter at St. Francis Prep, was a first-team All-Selection in his conference a season ago as a senior. He's just a hard-working, attacking player. Excited to see how he creates some offense here.
So New Haven, all of a sudden, now has not scored in a little over 2 minutes.
Well, you said it, Eric. There's going to be, feels like spurts in this one where teams are just going to struggle to find some offense.
Radonovich thought about the 3. Instead gives it back for his point guard. Forte driving. Forte lost the handle on it. And he throws it away to Falopa.
A little slippery here on this side.
Falopa coming back down. And Fitzpatrick can settle things. 17 to shoot for the Chargers. Hung up on the 8-minute mark of the first half. New Haven with the lead by 5. We've sat on this score for a bit now, and Hastings reaches and takes it away. Forte running the floor. Forte up and is fouled.
You love the aggressiveness here for Forte. A couple times down, just trying to attack and find opportunities. This time he attacks and draws a foul. We'll have an opportunity to bring Boston College within 1 possession here at Chestnut Hill.
Over the last couple of years, they went to the Metro. So you have some new schools who have, were traditionally Division II schools jumping up to the Division I level. Stonehill, Mercyhurst, Chicago State on that list, Lemoyne on that list as well. And then you have a St. Francis, Pennsylvania, which is going the other way and is going back to Division III after the end of this season. So it's been a lot of moving parts in that conference, but it's also a decent place to try to build up a little bit in this first Division I season.
Yeah, and look, they already have a win against Boston College this year with CCSU surprising the Eagles earlier this season. So when you think about just kind of the development of the conference and what teams are able to accomplish in their first couple of years or first couple of seasons before moving on or making that transition, it feels like New Haven knows what they can accomplish this season out of the NEC and put up a fight against some of these teams in non-conference.
Notable after Forte made those 2 free throws. That was the 6th team foul on New Haven, so the Eagles will shoot the rest of this half, trailing by 3, trying to get a takeaway and a held ball. Possession will stay here, just 2.6 on the timer for New Haven, up by 3 here with 7:27 to go. The Chargers still looking for their first points here in the last 3.5 minutes. Boston College is on a little 7-0 run.
Yeah, defensively, the Eagles have done a great job just matching up, not allowing players to get through into the paint, so they're forcing tough shots, whether it's threes or mid-range jumpers. So credit to BC defense and making those adjustments with Earl Grant.
So let's see what the setup is for New Haven here. Gotta go quickly. Inbounds does come in. Gotta get it up. They do, but it's short. Never hit the rim. So possession violation there. Traore, the freshman from Harlem, couldn't get it on net.
You look at this New Haven roster, too. You got players from New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Massachusetts. You mix in some international flavor, some players from down south in Texas and North Carolina. So you're getting a lot of players who come from really good basketball hotbeds and just putting them all together. Again, this was Ted Hotaling just trying to put everything in the last couple of months or since the announcement in May. Only had a few months to really get a team together.
Luka Toews back in, and his jumper's good. So Toews has 7. He had a couple of those turnovers early. Settled down a little bit back into the game now, and he hits the jumper. Boston College has worked back within 1. 9-0 spurt here for BC to answer the 9-0 run by New Haven.
17-7 at one point. Now it's 19-18.
George back in for the Chargers. There's Pasha, who had an early 10. Spinning against Hastings. Pasha is no good. Got that mid-range game. Couldn't hit the jumper there, and BC can take the lead. But this is going back the other way.
Yeah, we've seen Pasha hit the three already, find that mid-range and attack. Just didn't have really the numbers down low to try to put that type of shot up where you're kind of fading away. You want to try to at least have one blue jersey down there to try to fight for the rebound and put some pressure on Boston College for that defensive rebound.
That was Hastings' first foul, just the second on Boston College. Fitzpatrick goes wide against Kapke. Briggs down low, Pasha finds the outlet. And the three is good from Stefano Falopa. He was active early, but that's his first points of the game, and New Haven gets the lead back to 4. They've made 4 3-pointers in this first half.
But again, credit Pasha, right? Instead of forcing a jumper there with the defender on him, he finds the pass, the skip pass, and open three.
That's the 7th team foul on New Haven, so we'll see if Boston College at the foul line can get some points back here. First, let's watch the three-pointer. A little float pass there from Pasha.
I thought Kapke was playing great defense, but then you got to kind of be creative on how you can get that pass through, and you said nice little float, gets over to Falopa, and smooth shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Toews is good on the free throw. Boston College 5 for 5 from the foul line to start this game. That is really a spot where you've seen some of the difference, wins versus losses. They were 14 of 21 at the foul line against LSU. As a team this year, 68%.
And it felt like it started with Hastings, right? He got to the free throw line, got that big block, and then got to the free throw line again.
Can kind of use it now. You're going to get a lot of foul shots with 5:29 to go in the bonus. You can get that, build up some of the confidence offensively to sort of go on a little bit of a run. Pasha with 7 on the timer. Jason Asamoah hit that big three-pointer, is back in.
This one you want to see him just reset, kick it back out, get it again to reposition.
Radonovich, Asamoah for 3. That was strong. Payne had a piece of it, but the rebound bounces down to Adelaide for New Haven, who's running the floor. Adelaide up, Adelaide. That's going to count the basket as Kapke hit the rim, going for the rebound attempt. So New Haven gets credit and leads 24-20.
Again, just attacking the paint, right? You just go after it. A great job going right back at it by Adelaide, and can't do that before the ball makes contact.
So Kapke hustling back, but a bit of an unforced error. Boston College now down by 4. Here's Fre Payne, elbow jumper, little strong. Good rebound by Kapke. He resets the possession. Asamoah for Donald Hands. Thought about the 3, instead drives inside. Has Asamoah for 3. A little bit strong. BC 2 of 11 from behind the arc, and Fitzpatrick is fouled by Toews coming back.
We've talked a couple of times about Kapke, what he's been able to do, just his presence at 6'11". He was able to track that one down, and it felt like he knew immediately he had to go to rim when that shot was coming up, and able to create more opportunities for BC on the offensive end. The Eagles weren't able to pay it off, but you just like his presence out there and his effort so far.
Fitzpatrick had his season high 23 points in New Haven's first Division I win over UMass Lowell. 18 of those 23 points came in the second half.
Yeah, he's one of those players that once he gets in rhythm, it's hard to stop. And we talked about him a couple years at Felician, and he was a great player at North Brunswick Township High School. Also attended the Patrick School for a year of prep. I mean, this kid has had experience, and as a junior can really develop with this program in his first year with New Haven, and then as a senior kind of translate that to the new incoming freshman as well.
Here is Kapke inside. Kapke to his right, couldn't finish at the rim. I think he got pushed back maybe a little bit farther, and then that angle of trying to go off the window wasn't quite there.
Yeah, great defense by Pasha.
Falopa kicks back, Pasha got it! Andre Pasha has 13 in the first half.
Man, the kid is good. The kid's good. He won NJCAA Region 3 Athlete of the Year for a reason. helped Mohawk Valley to that national championship first in school history.
So this really has been a half of runs. It is a 7-0 run for New Haven right now. Luka Toews driving, lost the handle on it, stripped away. Here is Adelaide, who wisely is going to reset everything. Didn't he think he had the lane to the basket?
You can tell he's a graduate student, right? I mean, he just knew exactly what to do in that moment.
Kalopa works it back. Pasha again, this time short, but an offensive rebound by Fitzpatrick.
And I love this, right? Look back at coach, see what you want to do here on the second possession, get into a set play.
Pasha inside to the cutter. George will go to the line when we come back. 29-20 New Haven. What a D1 debut here in Boston.
When you have that consistent scoring.
And he's a good example of, he has the three-point shot. And a lot of times we talk about the kind of the mid-range game, the efficiency of it, it is not what we see, that game as much as what we saw maybe in years past. But when you can hit it as much as he is, it still becomes a really effective shot. A couple of free throws for George. The New Haven Chargers have their largest lead of the game. They're up 11 with under 3 minutes to go in the first half. It is a 9-0 run, their second 9-0 run of this first half. Eagles have a 9-0 run of their own. It won't start a new one here as Steger stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
Sometimes you just forget how close you are to the end line here or the sideline, and quick move, quick step, just stepped on that line here on the near side.
Really, the thing that is kind of a surprise here for Boston College today, they have been very good at limiting their turnovers. They're only averaging a little over 10 per game, but they have 9 of them in the first half. Fitzpatrick driving against Forte. Fitzpatrick can't finish at the rim. It's a decent look.
This one with the spin he put on it, you just want to make sure you hit rim or hit glass or something to get it that momentum to hit into the rim or something like that, because it just felt like he thought he was in a better spot to kiss it off the glass and just missed everything.
Forte lost his footing, and New Haven gets another sequence here. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, and BC just kind of looking for answers right now as they try to get back in. There's a three that's short from Adelaide. Donald hand back in for Boston College. Steger comes inside the arc. Around for Kapke, 14 to shoot. Kapke spinning, kicks for Forte. Thought about the three, gives it up for Steger. Forte again, Forte drives, Forte, 4 on the timer. Forte can't hit. Najimy George with solid defense for New Haven.
And you can see Fre Payne just trying to encourage his team as he comes off. You just don't want to force these types of shots. You're down by 11. You still had 4 or 5 seconds. Maybe that was the issue. Felt a little bit rushed there, but that one had no chance. And again, throughout this one, New Haven has never felt under pressure or sped up, even in that little bit of a drought.
They've been really solid. Adelaide, what a pass inside. And the backdoor cut, it's an 11-0 run for the New Haven Chargers. They lead 33-20 here in the first half. Najimy George has 11. There's a big answer. Fre Payne trying to encourage his Eagles to get back in here late in the first half.
Big shot by Payne there. And we knew it immediately. He was coming off the bench. He wanted to encourage his team and leading by example on that one.
First 3 points of the game for Fre Payne. It's a 10-point lead for New Haven. 23 seconds to go here in half number 1. Fitzpatrick at a 10-second difference here, the possession of the game at the end of the half. Fitzpatrick against Kapke. He's got to find a way out. Fitzpatrick falling away, no good. 10 to go for Boston College. At the end of half number 1, it's Fre Payne, steps into it. Payne is short. Still time, but it's taken away. And the half comes to an end.
turnovers and 12 points in the paint. Those are both leading the game over Boston College.
I think that's got to be point number one for Earl Grant, I would guess, in the dressing room, is that, you know, this Boston College team this year, they really have not turned the ball over. So if you can kind of just shore up that piece, get back to your game, perhaps on the next possession as New Haven comes up the floor there. I think that part of what happens is when you get down like this, you just inevitably force a little bit, right? Which can lead to some more of those chances. BC gets the ball back here. So down by 10 as we start the second half. Fre Payne in transition, rolling to the basket, and Payne scores. 5 points for Fre Payne. BC back within 8.
Feels like just mindset-wise, that's who really has to try to get going for Boston College. Fre Payne came in when they were down 13. He wanted to motivate his group. He hit a 3 at the end of that first half. Now starts off here in the second half with a big bucket. So try to get him going early on. And again, not forcing shots.
Jabari Fitzpatrick had 4 points. Felt like an even outsized impact than his scoring. Here's Pasha. That's no good from 3. Aiden Shaw did enough to get a hand in his face. So Fre Payne kind of running things right now. Payne, aggressive take, and he scores. That's what you need in moments like this. Who's the guy who's just gonna take over, reset things? Payne does. He has 5 in this second half to get BC back within 5.
And again, I love it. He goes back and he's talking to Donald Hannon, just saying, hey, let's go, let's go.
Fastball inside for Pasha, double team there. He kicks it out, good catch by Falopa to reset for New Haven. Fitzpatrick in and out. Offensive rebound though, good effort by Kenai Briggs, the senior from Kannapolis, North Carolina. Fitzpatrick again, cycles around. Falopa's blocked by Hastings, but he couldn't hold it and stay in bounds. Still, wonderful effort by Jaden Hastings to get out there.
Go back to this layup by Payne. I mean, just awesome job moving his body, controlling that ball as he goes in, and then lets the defender sag off. You're gonna give me that much time and space, I'm gonna nail it. Talk about the block by Hastings. There's a couple here today where he has just gotten all ball.
3-pointer, Pasha. That's no good. So those two felt a little more forced than the ones that he hit so effectively in that first half. Payne comes inside. Nice little design there. Shaw to the basket, up and under, no, but a foul.
Yeah, I thought Shaw got bumped on the first contact. He was able to go through and then got hacked on the way through. So a couple of fouls there. Finally, one gets called. And you know, Shaw's another one that it felt like early on he was tracking down offensive rebounds, trying to create opportunities. See here again on the foul. Just great movement in, creates that split between Pasha and Falopa, and then draws a foul.
Second foul on Stefano Falopa, the junior. And Aiden Shaw continues the run. Neither team has missed a free throw today.
We talked about some of these players coming for New Haven. Falopa, who played at UT Martin and started his career in JUCO, trying to find a home here at New Haven.
Right on cue. That one's on me.
Hey, you admitted it this time, at least.
Teams too. So 1 of 2 at the line for Shaw. New Haven looking for their first points of this second half, and a foul goes against Luka Toews. That's his second.
Really just good defensive presence for Boston College. They're staying with their man. They're switching when they need to. They're not falling for the pick and rolls. They're staying, everything's in front for BC so far.
Ted Hotaling orchestrating the offense for New Haven. His 15th season at the helm of the Chargers. Fitzpatrick, 3 on the timer. Fitzpatrick tried to get it off, but had to rush that pass, and it goes off the hands of Adelaide.
And again, it's Fre Payne causing that disruption to create the turnover. He comes in on the help side D, forces the errant pass. Now BC has a chance.
Toews, and it's taken away. New Haven forcing another turnover. Fitzpatrick driving, throws a fastball into the first row.
It was right in between Adelaide and George, and felt like both of them thought it was going to the other player, so neither of them moved. That one just went right into the crowd.
Whistle before that shot went up. It was Mason Adelaide, a grad student from Arlington, Texas. Played for Texas Permian Basin in Division II last year. Was an all-conference third-team selection. Kenai Briggs comes back in for the Chargers. Payne, nice little design for Hastings. Kicks for Luka Toews, this guy. 12 points for Toews, and Boston College is within one.
Just a great job with ball movement, not getting too complacent with just taking any shot and finding the right shot.
Inside a foul. As Falopa going up with the right hand. Second foul on Aiden Shaw.
Again, just great ball movement. You get it down low, you're stuck in a tough spot, quick one-time pass out to Luka, and he hits it. He's shown that he can hit that shot, and especially in open space. It's a good little run here for Boston College to get back in it after trailing by as much as 13.
Falopa was 6 of 7 at the foul line this year coming in today, and he makes the first one. Junior played last year for Tennessee Martin. He averaged just under 3 points a game, played in 27 after his first couple of years with Monroe College in New Rochelle, New York. So a little bit of a different second half. The fouls elevated much more here at the beginning of half.
And he's helped Boston College climb back in it after trailing by 13. Now the Eagles down by just 3 here early on in the second half.
Payne inserts as we restart here. 35-32 the score. New Haven and their first Division I season out of the NEC. Has led by as much as 11 today. It was 10 at the break. It's just 3 right now as Payne goes slashing through to the basket and makes it a 1-point game.
Yeah, you just got to lead by example. Redshirt sophomore, Louisiana. Just trying to take this game over for Boston College and getting to his spots, attacking, just great control, especially when he's going to the rim.
Wide open, Pasha in and out, but an offensive rebound and put back for Stefano Falopa.
We talked about Falopa, his solid frame. He's able to play physically at both ends and inside and stretch outside. Saw him get blocked on the three-pointer.
Here's Payne, got it again!
Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot.
A 10-point second half for Fre Payne. He has taken over Conti, and BC has squared this game at 37. This little give and go. Here's George on the drive. George slipped inside and traveled.
It's that extra step that causes the turnover, but let's go back to Fre Payne, and he is causing some pain for New Haven. Nice drive here, again attacking, not giving up the body, and then nice little step back here, creates some space on Adelaide and sends that one in.
Not only 10 points in the second half for Fre Payne, but 4 of 4 from the floor. And really has been the one running the offense more than the point guards at this point. And you can't blame him. Donald Hands, 8 to shoot for Boston College. Backing down. Trying to go for Toews, it was tipped. Gotta go with 2. Toews was off. Kind of forced it at the end of the timer.
Great job by Fitzpatrick, keeping the hands low, not going into that, knowing the shot clock timer was expiring as well.
Adelaide works it back for Falopa. And now Fitzpatrick against Toews. 10 to shoot. Adelaide against Hands. Adelaide to his right. Double team comes. Adelaide flips it up and in. Mason Adelaide finding an answered prayer to put New Haven back up 2. Payne again with the lob. Hastings, it's out of bounds. And possession to New Haven.
I mean, talk about dancing, right? Look at this, just trying to create an opening. Great defense by hand, and nothing Adelaide can do. And even the help side D from Luka, and boom, just a nice little kiss off the glass. Got to know where you are, and there's players who just practice hitting that spin wherever they are on the court and seeing where they can and how much they need to rotate it. That's just great moves, great eyes by Adelaide.
Nine to shoot. Adelaide spins right hand. He got it. 2 buckets in a row for Mason Adelaide, the veteran grad student.
We talked about for BC, somebody stepping up. Now for New Haven, somebody has to do the same.
And that's the really impressive one, because a couple of times BC has counterpunched back. The 9-0 run in the first half. Payne doing his work in the second half. He's up to 15. But New Haven, to their credit, with Adelaide, a couple of buckets to stem the tide for the moment. It's a 2-point game right now. 12:39 to go in the second half. Pasha against Hastings. And now Fitzpatrick driving, and he's fouled by Forte.
Again, it feels like now both teams understand what they have to do to attack the opposing defenses. For Boston College, they're trying to attack that paint, generate chances inside, while for New Haven, it's really just opening up that three-point shot, attack the inside, and then kick it out, get those open looks from beyond the arc.
Adelaide from the corner, 5 to shoot. Adelaide got another. 3 New Haven buckets in a row for Mason Adelaide.
Another player that brings experience and leadership.
Donald's hand thought about it, then was trying to go inside for Kapke. And the foul is called, a tug of the jersey against New Haven. That's the 3rd foul on Tristan Berth.
8 in total, and we talked about getting more scoring for New Haven. He has provided that here in the second half.
Fre Payne, a little strong from 3. So Asamoah back in there for Boston College. Kapke as well. Zerl Grant trying to find answers on the offensive end along with what Payne is doing. And it's New Haven by 4 points right now, under 12 minutes to go in the second half. Here is George spinning. George is fouled.
And I like that for BC. They put Payne now on Adelaide and George, trying to get him to slow him down a bit. And you can just see the great defense by Payne. It just reaches a little bit there at the end to get called for the foul, but for the most part, doing a great job keeping George in front of him.
It's the first foul on Fre Payne. Jimmy George makes New Haven 7 of 7 from the foul line today. He has 12 points.
I felt like the first half it was Pasha and George. Now you're seeing Adelaide. And now who's going to step up and join Adelaide?
I told you with George, it was really a thought, New Haven. It was really key to bring him back after a really solid year last year. They thought that his game could translate to the Division I level, but just to see him come out and do it, right? 14 against UConn, 15 against Penn State, 17 against Lowell this season high, 16 against Delaware State. Those are all the D1 games. Forte for 3 is no good. Offensive rebound, though, for Bone Kapke, who goes up and under and draws the foul.
That's just a great move on Tristan Berth. Kapke, who knew immediately he wanted to try to get to that left side, try to get it off the glass, able to draw the foul. Almost a three-point play, but too much spin on it. We'll go to the line for 2.
That is the 4th foul on Tristan Berth.
That's a New Haven team that does have some size. We've seen a couple players check in that...
And interesting enough, they're leaving him in the game right now with 11 minutes to go.
Holding probably knowing that he has Falopa on the bench, a couple other players that he can rely on.
Earth, who averages about 12 minutes a game. So this really, as you said, more about giving some of those big guys a spell. 5-point game as Kapke makes 1 of 2, and then he is called for a foul up above the key. First foul on Bowden Kapke. After the free throw gave him his first point.
So Pasha will check in now here for Berth.
Caleb Steger back in for Boston College. 5-point game, New Haven up on BC. 10:47 to go here in the second half. Adelaide, bounce pass. What a good look that doesn't go from Pasha.
So he had a couple of good looks here in the second half, just haven't fallen.
At 6'9". Payne, lob for Kapke's too high. Jaden Hastings will come back in for BC. If you go by the plus minus, Hastings has been the best Eagle. I mean, obviously you'd say Fre Payne in a different way, but plus minus Hastings plus 14 on the floor today. Here is George. George to the free throw line, and he gives it up.
First option out there for New Haven. Now they go to the second set.
Here is George spinning. George is fouled.
And again, it's just New Haven not feeling like they're being rushed. They get these opportunities to attack the paint, and it's not out of control. You know, good defense on a couple of occasions for Boston College, either tipping it away and not getting called for a foul. But the way New Haven has attacked is allowed that three-point shot to fall as well as it's fallen here today. They haven't made one here in the second half, 0 for 5, but you keep attacking the paint, it creates opportunities.
George misses at the line. The first miss from the foul line for New Haven today. One of 2 for Najimy George, who's up to 14 points. His 6th time in double figures this year. Fre Payne walks into a 3. He's got it! Payne single-handedly keeping Boston College in it. Ties his career high with 18 points.
Just phenomenal half here for Fre Payne. And again, just doing it, finding that open space, taking his shots. He's feeling confident.
George. That one rattled in and out. And Payne coming back for Boston College. Hands off Asamoah, the trailer. Asamoah gets BC within 1.
So it's not just the scoring for Payne, but it's the playmaking.
Yeah, he is driving everything right now. And it's interesting because Earl Grant has neither one of the Eagles' point guards on the floor. He's trusting Payne to run the offense, and Payne is doing a wonderful job of it at the moment as BC works its way back in. New Haven looking for their first field goal in 3 minutes. Adelaide lost his footing.
And I love it. Fre Payne just pointed down, said, my time, and it is his time. Keep going, Fre Payne. I mean, talk about attacking, keeping Boston College in it. He's put the Eagles on his shoulders.
And he needed to in a really significant way. Fre Payne, who had 7 points against LSU, he had at least 10 in his prior 6 games. So the 7th time this year he's in double figures. For the most part, he's been very good for Boston College this year, and he hits Donald Hand, who is good from 3, and BC is back in front. First points of the game for Donald Hand, and they couldn't have come at a bigger moment.
First lead for Boston College in this one.
It's an 8-0 run by BC to get them the lead, 48-46. Fitzpatrick driving, and he's fouled on the floor before the shot.
Now, if you're Ted Huddling, how does your team respond, right? How do you get a response after this run for Boston College? You've been on the front foot throughout the entire game. Now you face a deficit.
So all the scoring that you talked about, and then back-to-back assists as well for Fre Payne. Free throw good after the foul on Asamoah.
It just felt like there was something at the end of the first half, as Fitzpatrick makes the free throw, that he knew that he had to do something. And he comes in, hits that three-pointer, makes a 13-point game, a 10-point game, and then to start this second half, goes right back to what was working for him in that first.
He's not giving up the ball easily unless it's a lob for Hastings, who's fouled before he goes up with that shot. Hastings to the line when you come back to Conti. What a finish this has the potential to be.
Points here in the second half, 6 of 7 from the floor, 18 points in total, 2 assists for Fre Payne to go along with 3 rebounds as well in 26 minutes. And again, it was a tough game against LSU, just 7 points. They didn't have the rhythm, didn't find the shots. So this is a great turnaround game. And you talked about Earl Grant as the free throw goes there for Hastings. Earl Grant talked about it. He has the potential to have a breakout season, and this could be that game that really allows him to come alive.
Well, I think it's showing you a couple of things, right? It's showing you and look, we still have 8 minutes to go here, but it's showing you the mental piece of every team is different, and you can't, organically assign who the guy is, for lack of a better word. It has to happen organically, and you see in this moment, that was a locker room, I would imagine, after that first half. It's like, all right, somebody's got to go figure this out. And to Fre Payne's credit, it's been him. But then from the basketball side of it, as first Fitzpatrick for 3 is no good, it's about having Fre Payne play point guard. And that in itself has been the biggest difference here in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, great ball control. And
like that, in and out that time on another good look.
But again, it creates a good look, Eric. It's not like he's contested on that. He had the pick and roll. It created the little shed off and enough space where he's hit some shots here tonight. So good look, and now 6 of 8 here in the second half.
Lob inside. Pasha gives it off. Falopa for George. Falopa again. Who's open? It's Fitzpatrick, who is short from 3. A little bit of pressure on from Hastings that does enough to affect the shot. New Haven has not made a shot from the floor in over 5 minutes. That's allowed BC to come back. They hold the lead of 1 right now. Payne to the basket. No good there. And a rebound for George. 6:37 to go. Falopa. Give it right back for George. And now New Haven can run their offense. The driving Fitzpatrick is blocked by Asamoah. Stayed with that play really well. And now Asamoah on the run, stripped at the end and out of bounds. It will stay here with BC. 6:22 to go in this second half.
Shows you how dangerous Asamoah can be, right? He can grab a rebound and just run the floor all the way down. Sophomore from Lynn, Massachusetts. And well, Fre Payne is going to get a nice ovation here as he heads to the bench. But take a look here. Great defense. You're just in between trees. You don't want to put that up. You've got 6'9" and 6'8" over you.
Asamoah, that's a 2, and it's good. Jason Asamoah. Boston College leads by 3, 7 points for the BC sophomore.
A couple of good shots for Asamoah. Saw one early on, and then that one. It's great rhythm.
New Haven's done so much well today, but the offense has got to come right now. A drive by Briggs, and he is fouled going through the paint.
I think BC realizes that's what New Haven's plan is right now, just attack the paint. So they're not cheating to the outside once they penetrate that defense. So for New Haven, you've got to start mixing in some fake passes, some pump fakes, get BC in the air and create some openings.
Free throw is good. First points of the game for Kenai Briggs, the senior. Played at UAlbany last year, Charleston Southern for a game before that, then Indian Hills Community College. Couple of free throws for the senior. Adelaide comes back in. New Haven still within one. 6:01 to go in this second half.
Gonna see a lot of the offense getting into set plays here late on high-quality shots, especially in a close contest.
Ooh. Whistle away from the ball.
And was trying to fight through the screen, but Jimmy George just didn't allow him to work his way through, and gonna get called for the foul.
His first. Both teams are in the bonus at this point. So with 5:44 remaining in regulation. How about Hastings?
Yeah, Pasha thought there was a lane violation, so he didn't even go up with Hastings. Hastings just had an easy dunk put back.
5 points for Jaden Hastings and a timeout by New Haven. Just shot about 50 seconds ago of game time and ruled that it was a 3, not a 2. So that's why Boston College is now up by 4. 54-50 our score with 5:33 to go in this second half. New Haven on offense. Again, they have not made a shot from the floor in over 6.5 minutes. They've missed 5 straight. That's turned over, but Donald's hand falling back, stepped out of bounds. So, look, as much as all this positive for New Haven, you give them a lot of credit for me in this game. I mean, if they can't find a way to score, it's, you know, they're obviously not going to be able to get back from this 4-point deficit.
Yeah, to get credit to BC defense. The bigs have done a great job in the paint, protecting and creating turnovers and closing out. We've seen Hastings with a couple blocks and just a couple of good strips on the defensive end by Payne as well.
They've been held to 17 points in this second half after 33 in half number 1. Falopa kicks. And they get a blocking foul against Boston College and Luka Toews.
Yeah, I think Toews just kind of tried to draw it, fell backward, and then took Falopa out. I think if Falopa didn't trip on Luka there, then maybe you let the play on, but you can see here, just try to pull it back, and then right there is where the foul got called. So if he doesn't take him down, then maybe it's okay, you play on, but now you got free throw chances.
And to the credit of New Haven, they have hit their free throws today, and it's why, even though they haven't made much from the floor here in the second half, they are hanging in this game. They are 14 for 15 at the foul line.
Again, still haven't scored from the floor in now almost 7 minutes.
So BC up by 3 with 5 minutes left. This is that crunch time that Earl Grant's talked about so much. Donald's hand for 3. He's made 2 big 3-pointers in the second half. BC with its largest lead today, 57-51. They have made 6 of their last 8 from the floor, while New Haven has gone cold. George, no. Hastings the rebound.
That time for New Haven. Again, we talked about trying to find 3-point shots. Don't want to shoot it behind your own teammate, and with the BC defender closing in, you still want to find high-quality shots.
And New Haven is 0 for 9 from 3 in the second half. Hand looking for an outlet. 9 to shoot for Hastings. Hastings kicks. Luka Toews is no good.
Would have been huge, though. It would have changed the momentum here inside of Connie. Would have been a huge shot, but now New Haven with another chance.
Even with that miss, BC 7 threes in this second half. What a massive difference. And part of the reason they have come back to take the lead. 57-51.
You see the shooting numbers in the second half.
I mean, it's been massive. And that's been such a talking point for this Boston College team this year. That 3-point shot coming into play today, 28%, just under 8 threes made per game. But obviously there's the Donald Hand part of it specifically, but just as a group, it's felt like it's been much more quality shot selected 3-pointers in this second half.
It's now back-to-back games, because it happened in the second half of LSU as well, where they found better 3-point shots and went 5 of 10 in that second half as well.
Asamoah getting a lot of time here late in the game. Hastings a tip, but it was on the rim.
Earl Grant thinks it was coming off on the near side, but
Earl Grant's gonna think about Maybe asking to challenge this.
Says no, that's all right.
I think that's correct. It was close, but yeah, did look in real time like it was still slightly on the rim. So New Haven has not made a shot from the floor, folks, in almost 9 minutes. They've hit their free throws to their credit, 16 of 18, but can they find some offense here late? It's still just a 4-point game. George, 7 to shoot. George against Hand. Good defensive effort from Donald Hand.
Yeah, just forced him back deep enough under the basket that it was such a tough look for George. And then the help side D, George really had nowhere to go.
Three minutes left. Forte in. Forte drives and is fouled.
I think Jabari Fitzpatrick has an argument here. He's a little upset, but the foul is called. And let's go back to this defense by Hand. You're going to see him come over and not just allow George to get to the spot. And then again, forces him in deep, arms up, doesn't jump, keeps his feet at bay. That's the type of defense you want to see inside the paint.
To their credit, Boston College 10 for 14 from the foul line. That ends a little 2-minute scoreless drought for the Eagles. New Haven just 4 of 17 from the floor overall in this second half. This game is still right there, but they have to find some offense here in short order. Can they do it? Fitzpatrick, can he do it? He did! Jabari Fitzpatrick!
Now it's about the defense, right? We talked about a game of runs early on. Can they go on a little bit of a run here after that big shot by Fitzpatrick?
They ruled that a 2 on the floor, so it's still a 3-point game. Asamoah cannot answer. 2:23 to go. They may take a look at that as well. Fitzpatrick driving. Fitzpatrick scores! It's a 1-point game again.
That's huge. That's huge for Fitzpatrick. Looked like he may have put too much on it, but it just died down on the rim.
After going home,
Columbia team out of the Ivy League, you play Penn State at home. I mean, this is a team that's going to go through ups and downs, and this is one of those games that could really be a big turning point for recruiting, for the future.
And I think the point is just, you know, there were a few moments this game could have just kind of been done the other way. And New Haven, to their credit, has stayed in. Now all of a sudden, BC's the team 3 minutes without a make from the floor. So back to Toews running the offense. Here's Donald Hand. 8 to shoot. Hand falling away, no. But an offensive rebound for Hastings. He goes up strong and is blocked. Follow-up chance, no, but a foul.
Yeah, Falopa over the back. That's great initial defense by Pasha. And I thought Falopa did well until that just extended a hand, went over the back there. You're going to see it here. A great attack by Hand. Just couldn't get a quality shot off, but look at that interior work. Just going back up and drawing the foul.
Hastings makes the first free throw. That foul was the 3rd on Falopa. So just something to watch there. Not crazy yet, but Fitzpatrick with 3, Falopa with 3. Lead is back to 3. 7 points for Jaden Hastings.
Looks like there's gonna be a timeout.
If we have a 5-point lead, can we get it to 10? If we have a 10-point lead, can we get it to 13? They're up 3 right now with 1:42 to go in this second half from Conti Forum. Fitzpatrick. Pasha was so good in that first half. He's on it now. Adelaide, 13 to shoot. Falopa goes for Fitzpatrick against Toews. 6 to shoot for New Haven, gotta go. 3-pointer, Fitzpatrick, no. But an offensive rebound, and a foul is on Toews. If that's Toews, it's 5. So Luka Toews.
I think he was shooting too.
Yep. Luka Toews fouls out of this game with 1:18 to go.
Both teams look like they're going to try to use it as a mini timeout. Toews
It's like
knows
the official is over maybe I'm not sure if they're looking at whether it was a shooting foul or not. He sees in the double bonus, so it shouldn't matter. So maybe they were just checking on the fouls. Luka Toews, that's his 5th. He fouls out 12 points. For Luka Toews, 9 of those came in the first half. So it's a 3-point game and more free throws here. Stefano Falopa, the junior, came in 6 of 7 on the year. And he's now 4 for 5 at the line today.
But you had mentioned this point, Eric, is the free throws have really kept New Haven in here in the second half.
Through moments of missing shots, but you're right, especially New Haven, because it was 9 minutes without a make from the floor. They have 4 guys in double figures now. As Falopa makes both of those, he has 10. It's a 1-point game, 1:08 to go. Boston College and New Haven down to the wire at Conti. Fre Payne for Forte. And now it's Donald Hand, 8 to shoot. Hand, pull-up jumper, Hand, got it! Big time shot for Donald Hand. BC back to a 3-point edge.
Huge shot, Hand was looking for it, got to his spot, nice release, nice little fade to create some separation as well.
New Haven does have one more timeout if they need it. 40 seconds to go in the game, 14 to shoot for the Chargers. Adelaide, and they will take the timeout. 36.4 to go, 12 to shoot. Into the backcourt, Adelaide. Where does New Haven go when they need a bucket here? Down by 3. 5 to shoot. Adelaide, 3-pointer over Hastings. No good. Good defense by Boston College. I don't think that was the look.
Pasha on the peel off. He kind of comes back out. He is wide open for that second. Watch here. Look, he's open right there. You spun around Fre Payne. That was the idea. Got to dish that off. I mean, it was a quality look, right? He still gets it over the defender, still gets it on rim.
Couldn't quite see it. And so now Donald Hand at the foul line. Crucial one to make it a 2-possession game. Cannot hit the front end. That last foul was on George, by the way. And makes that one. So he gets the one he needed. 4-point game, 24.8 to go. Remember, New Haven does not have a timeout. Fitzpatrick, 18 left in the game. Fitzpatrick will go to the foul line with 17.5 to go.
And again, you like it. If you're New Haven, you're not forcing up a 3 and a bad look.
Definitely no need to force yet. That's on Forte. It's his second. And Ted Hotaling basically using that first free throw as a timeout for his team, besides the free throw shooter, because remember, he does not have any. Got 2 at the foul line. Fitzpatrick, pretty impressive. 8 for 8 from the stripe. AC gets it in, and a quick foul recorded by Najimy George.
It's quick. It's just less than a second off the clock there.
So BC is now 13 for 19 at the foul line. Donald Hand 1 for 3. His free throws have been better recently after a tough start to the year. Had been 27 of 32 in his last 6 after 14 of 27 to start. Made 1 of 2 the last time. This time makes the front end. And now this can get it again to a 2-possession game. 10 points for Donald Hand, all of them in the second half. Got both. 11 for Donald Hand. 65-61. Fitzpatrick going right in. Fitzpatrick, quick bucket. Fitzpatrick with 16. Eagles have to inbound again and again. It's Donald Hand who's quickly fouled by Najimy George. That is the 4th foul against George.
Just good movement.
Quickly they pulled this off.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick, he has great movement. Once he gets in, he's able to be shifty and maneuver that ball. And again, you get the quick fouls, so you still have time. Maybe a missed free throw, still a 1-possession game.
And Hand again makes the front end, so he's done his job at the line here. We'll see if he can complete it one more time to get this to a 4-point game once again. He does. Good work by Donald Hand down the stretch here at the line. Again, no timeouts for New Haven. Down by 4. Fitzpatrick is fouled by Hand.
And again, Fitzpatrick knew where to go, right? He's going right at Donald Hand.
So again, Fitzpatrick, who has been so steady down the stretch, but misses the front end. His first miss from the line in 9 tries this afternoon.
Now the question is, do you try to miss it here, keep possession back, or do you make the free throw and still try to play that long game?
7.6 to go. Fitzpatrick. Short. Rebound, though. Gotta go. To the corner, just 2 seconds left. George Hoyce, not enough time. BC holds off New Haven. What a wonderful effort by the New Haven Chargers in their first D1 season. But BC does enough down the